Hey everybody, welcome back to the underground lair down here area. We have a Sterling by Music Man sub-series 4-string bass. I actually had one of these. If you look back in the early videos of this channel, you'll see that I had one that was a faded cherry burst, and it was a really light guitar. This one's a really heavy guitar. They must have changed the wood because mine was basswood. Anyhow, it's got flats on it. He said he just recently changed them, so we're not doing anything with that. However, I just can't let a guitar that's in good nick not be properly intonated and stuff. So made a couple of adjustments. So the string height on the 17th fret is at 60 or it's a little over 5/64. Then it goes to 5/64, then it goes to hair under 5, or no, it's a 5/64 and 5/64. So, and we had an issue with the saddles where this one was this way, this one was this way, this one was this way, this one was this way. So we fixed all that up, and once we put the neck relief where it should be, and once we adjusted the string height, there was some string buzz that went away, and everything that wasn't intonated fell into intonation. I was really surprised about that. So anyhow, the problem he claims with this is that somebody put in, and I see there's a stacked, very loose, stacked there's a detent in it right there and there, and it was just, it looks like it was installed like ass. These screws don't appear to be the original screws because they're not flush with the body unless they're not all the way in. Yep, they're all the way down, and they're I don't know if because I've seen online these kits being sold with the preamp in it. This guitar used to have a volume, bass, and treble. Now it's got, I don't know what it has. Evidently this is a volume. This has some sort of split to it because there's a detent in it, and then this stack, we only have a humbucker. I don't know if it splits the humbucker or what it does. But yeah, as far as setup goes, it's easily where it should be. I'm probably gonna loosen the strings off and clean these frets up because they're really just dirty and not very nice to properly play. But the thing we have to fix is the electronics. He says that he puts the battery in, and even when the battery, let's look at this, even when the battery is, or when the guitar is not plugged in, the battery drains. So I'm going to take this apart, and hopefully it'll be an easy fix. I'm going to try to get him a washer or something, because this is just silly. That doesn't move that way. These are fine, but this is like messed up. So let me get at that, and we'll be back. Okay, all the screws are out. This is the time where I find out if I'm it or what, because as soon as you Oh, wow. Well, there's part of the problem. This is a, what kind of preamp is that? www.slrmusic.com. I'm gonna find out what the heck this is. Man, look at this. Whoever did this, they cracked the wood trying to get screws that didn't line up to line up. That is messed up. That's why it doesn't fit, because this plate wasn't made for this guitar. That blows. So we have, this comes from the battery. And whoever did this wiring, it's just awful. Alright, so I'm going to switch to 2 hots and then fix this wiring debacle and at least just get this ground tightened up, because that's just not right. Okay, boys and girls, we found out so far that we had the bridge ground that had no insulation on it, and also this hot goes to the board, had no insulation on it, and I'm going to replace this insulation here with shrink wrap, although I'm not going to, because that's holding pretty good. We tightened up the preamp, and we took the pickup wires off, and it looks like they've got 3 wires. The shield green white is all in there, and there's solder hanging off of this and all kind of mean nasty things. So I'm going to clean that up and figure out which ones actually go in there and which cannot, which can stand to not be in there. So we'll be back. Alright everybody, so last night, see picture, last night we took out the bare white and green out of the center post and the red and black out of where they were, and we put the yellow and white together and taped it off, put the black in the center, which is the common, and put the red in the closest one to me, and we put a new battery in. Well, actually it was kind of a not so great battery, but it still works, and let it stay plugged in overnight, and we have .94. Last night I had 8.93, so it's no longer draining. So I think we solved the problem with this. Between it having 3 bare twisted together ground wires, 1 twisted together hot wire from the battery that was touching the shielding paint on the inside, and the fact that the pickup was wired incorrectly, that would explain why the thing wasn't working right. So we can now, I left my amp on. We can now put this in. Now that's just a little Roland microcube regular amplifier, not a bass amp, but it makes noise. We got this sorted where this isn't flopping around. Parametric equalizer. So, sorry about that if you're using headphones. We're back here. I took the tension off the strings and we're polishing the frets with some fret erasers. So anyhow, let me get this tuned back up and see where we're at. Okay, boys and girls, we are all tuned up, we are intonated, and we have our electronics issue solved. I am going to put it on the stand and recheck it in another day, but we should have max capacity. 8.93 was what we had. We're all tuned up, intonated, string heighted to pickup height, I should say. And other than just a little bit of cleanup, let's plug it in and see what kind of noise it makes. Putting everything at detent. If we turn this all the way up, alright, put it back to detent. I'll take it all the way back. Really doesn't do much. Alright. That's not the I was thinking of the other one, the SBK3. That's bass. This is treble. So you can put that back. So our string height, for those who are keeping score at home, we're at 6/64 at the 17th. Then we jumped down to 5, then we jumped down to 5, then we jumped down to 5. And 12 thousandths relief at the 7th fret, holding at the body joint. So we're going to call this totally done. I'm going to put it on a stand, check the voltage on the battery. I have a brand new battery for them here, but I'm going with the numbers where I started. So it's not a fully charged 9 volt, it's 8.93. And so yeah, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. So if you're in the greater Pittsburgh area and you need your axe sharpened, look us up on Facebook under Stringman Guitars. Please like and subscribe. And you can send me a message on Stringman Guitars and we'll get in touch, and or you can just comment on this message and it'll go straight to my email, which is stringmanguitars@gmail.com. So there's a bunch of ways to get a hold of me, and yeah, we can make your axe sharper too. Peace. Love you long time. Have a great day, and love your neighbors, and be good to one another.